This is going to be a short video, in part because there's not a whole heck of a lot to say, and in part because I feel terrible. And I'm hoping I have enough energy to do the postcast after the game, but I'm not going to lie to you. Might be tough. Might be tough. It's been rough. It has been rough. So I appreciate everyone who's sticking around. I appreciate Simply Seattle, the very best in Seattle sports gear. I just got this awesome Cal Raleigh shirt from them. They are the very best. The back's got the big dumper and the number. My favorite jersey, that's for sure. But use code Mollywop15 to save 15% on that and a whole bunch of other really cool items. Simply Seattle. You guys are awesome. And real quick, please check out my Josh Naylor trade recap video. These videos, and I'm not trying to have a pity party here. Kind of sounds like I am, but I make about $1 on these videos. The preview, excuse me, not the recaps, the preview. I make about $1. I might make 10 or 15 if I do well with the trade videos. That's an actual possibility. So if you haven't checked that out, check it out. I'd really appreciate it. Really fun trade. And then real quick, just because I guess I don't want to talk about this game, which is weird. The decision to send down Miles Mastrobuoni, that's interesting to me. I thought it would be Solano. I also thought there was a possibility of Dylan Moore getting the heave-ho, but they're going to Mastrobuoni. What that suggests to me is that another move is coming pretty soon because they're kind of playing shorthanded without Mastrobuoni. That's just my humble estimation of the things that are happening right now, but I think they're kind of playing shorthanded. Hopefully it doesn't matter tonight. We have a pitching matchup of Jose Soriano taking on Bryan Woo. With Woo, it's real simple. If he pitches to the best of his ability, he'll shut this lineup down. You know, you got to be a little careful. The same thing we talked about with Logan Evans. And by the way, nice job by Logan Evans of avoiding the things I was concerned about. Avoiding those dingers, those ding-dongs, those round trippers. He did a nice job of that. As long as Bryan Woo can do that and, you know, avoid the self-inflicted damage that he almost always avoids, should be a good outing for him. Now let's talk about Soriano, who maybe you don't pay a lot of attention to because, you know, you have a life or you just, you know, you missed it. Soriano's a pretty good pitcher. He's appeared in 21 games this year. He's thrown 120 innings. He has a 3.83 ERA, 103 strikeouts against 57 walks. What he does an excellent job of is what we were talking about with sometimes Logan Evans and sometimes some other Seattle starters have struggled with. He keeps the ball in the park. He's allowed 5 home runs in 120 innings. That's a home run every 24 innings. That's pretty darn impressive. Lately, he's kind of alternated quality with not so quality. June 27th, 4 innings, 8 runs. July 3rd, 7 innings of shutout baseball. July 8th, 4 innings of 5-run baseball. By the way, not 4 innings of 8 runs baseball was against the Nationals. So not exactly the best lineup. Atlanta is the 7 innings of shutout baseball. July 8th against the Rangers, 4 innings of 5-run baseball. And then 5 innings of 5-run baseball, but then follows it up with a really good start against the Phillies on July 20th. 7 innings of 2-run baseball. He gives up 1 homer, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. What's the key for what's the key for learning how to talk? What's the key to beating Jose Soriano? Let's kind of take a look at this Avant page because I think it tells the story. So I knew Soriano was tough to get the ball in the air against, but I don't think I realized just how difficult it is. A 68.7% ground ball rate. That's incredible. 68, just under a nice 69% in his ground ball rate. He has a fastball that gets averages 97 and 2/3. That's not a thing. Averages 97.2 miles per hour. He generates whiffs 26% of the time. He avoids barrels. Only at a 6.8% rate is what the barrel amount. If you avoided barrels at a 6.8% rate, you'd be the worst pitcher to ever pitch. A 93.2 barrel rate would be problematic. So how do you beat Soriano? You're patient. If you're patient, you got a chance here. He walks a lot of guys. 11.1% walk rate. 11.1% walk rate is really bad. It's really bad. He does get guys to chase, 27.5%, not an elite number, but he will. A lot of hard contact, but obviously a lot of it on the ground. 47.6% hard hit rate is very high. 91.2% average exit velocity is extremely high. Those rank in the bottom 6th and the bottom 8th percentile, respectively. So you probably don't need me to tell you this. This guy relies on his sinker a lot. He throws it 51% of the time, and it's such a hard sink that it's just so difficult to get the ball in the air against this guy. Taking a look at the pitch tracking numbers, his sinker has a run value of 2. Last year it was 18. It was one of the best pitches in baseball. Hitters are hitting 291 against it, but they're only slugging 349. And slugging 349 against a fastball just shows you how difficult it is to square that baseball up. Hitters are only slugging 296 against his four-seam fastball. The pitch you can kind of get is the slider, right? Only hitting 227 against it. And, none of the other numbers are great, but there's a reason there's a -3 value here, and it's because it's not a pitch he locates very well. It is not a pitch that has the same type of command. He commands his fastball pretty well. The secondary stuff, not so much. But there is not a single pitch that he has a slugging percentage allowed above 340. Excuse me, his slider has 364, but that's still a very low number. So the key is being patient. Being patient, and then when the mistakes happen, take advantage of it. It's similar to what we were talking about with Lance McCullers, only Jose Soriano's a lot better pitcher now than Lance McCullers. So if you're patient, you can get this guy. And the fact that he's coming off a good start suggests that maybe some comeuppance he's due for. Maybe just a little bit. I think that Bryan Woo's going to dominate tonight. It's just a gut feeling. And I can just delete the video if it doesn't happen. But I think this is going to be a really good Bryan Woo start. And getting it up 2-0 in a 4-game series is massive because it gives you a chance to do a special thing, or it means you just have to win one of the next 2 to get the series win. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. I can't believe I was able to go for 7:45. I'm not going to lie to you. I have, for the last minute and a half, I couldn't tell you one word I just said because my head is just ringing. My life is not a lot of fun sometimes. But I love you. Thanks for watching. Bye.